What is she doing with all those decks? You may be wondering, you may be asking yourself, or maybe not. You could just be looking at the backs and going, ooh, those are pretty decks. Anyway, I will tell you what I have planned for July, but first, hi, I'm Lindsay. Welcome to Silver Crow Tarot, and thank you for stopping by and spending just a little bit of time with me today. Well, for July, I've decided that each week I'll be using a set of tarot and oracle decks to tell me a story. The plan is, you know how plans go. Anyway, the plan is each day I will pull cards, let the story unfold, and add to the story from the previous day. And journaling will be happening because I will not remember which cards I pulled from the previous day or what the story unfolded and told me. But I want to get back into writing just a little bit, and I want to do it this way. So at the end of the week, that story will also reach its ending, and then on to the next week and the next story. There are 5 weeks in July, so hopefully I'll be writing 5 stories. Anyway, my madness behind this adventure honestly is to let some of my decks I haven't used in a while out to play with a few of my newer decks. But most importantly, is to have fun. I started July week 1 with these decks. This is the White Newman. I will show you their little guidebooks because I don't have boxes anymore. The White Newman. Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle by Angie Sullins, artwork by Jenna Della Grottaglio. Heather Askenosi's Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Sherilyn Darcy's The Language of Flowers Oracle. Joie de Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. And I just picked up this little $5 deck from Amazon a few weeks ago. Just opened it, and I like it. It's funny, and it adds just a little bit of fun to a reading. So these are the decks for the first week of July. I started this on Sunday, and so I've had Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I've had 3 days of writing. I haven't done the spread for today, but I will be doing that a little bit later. I also have picked out the set of decks I'll be using next week and the week after, but I haven't really decided yet on weeks 4 and 5. I have a deck that's coming today, I think, and that may make a difference in what I was thinking I wanted to do for weeks 4 and 5, but we'll see. Anyway, let me show you the layout that I've been using for these stories. So I'm going to move things around quite a bit here. Spread it out so I have a little bit of room. And how I've started this. So I just take the tarot deck, and I kind of want to do it so the story has a base or a past or a beginning. I mean, if you think about it like a 3-card spread, past, present, future, that sort of thing, right in this story, it's going to be a base, the past, and the beginning. And, I've been doing this in sort of a set routine I had picked for myself, so that's what I do. Bottom card, that's the beginning, that's the base. Middle card, that's what's currently the middle, the present, the current. And the top card, which is the ending, future, the outcome. Ooh, that doesn't look so hot, does it? But that's just for one day. It's not like the end of the story yet. So I will lay those out. I don't really start reading these or looking at them for the story just yet. I want it all on the table because when I used to write a lot, and I used to write little short stories and some poetry and stuff, I didn't think linearly. When I was working and I was in charge of 40 people or so, and and several stores that were under my jurisdiction, I thought in a linear pattern. But now that I'm retired, I have let my mind absolutely go on its own free will and wander around, and so my thoughts can become very fragmented. That's when I say I have squirrel syndrome. See, just like now I have squirrel syndrome. Anyway, so next thing I will do is sort of fill in gaps between the beginning, the middle, the current, and a possible ending. So I'll just start filling in gaps. And I've been, oh, well, goodness, prepare. Okay. See, they start talking to me. But I'm not going to go there or this video will be way too long. Okay. Let's see. Now I want to get a little bit more information. I am using anywhere from 5 to 7 decks per set, I should say, each week. Okay, so Soothe Your Soul. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I'm not actually doing this reading for my story reading today, so that's why I'm not actively engaging with trying to create a story here. I'm just sort of showing you how I lay these out and then start my fragmented process of putting it all together. But today actually will sort of be the middle of the story that I'm creating for this week. If I feel, once I stop and I sit and I ponder this and I feel that this is enough for this section, for this paragraph, or this chapter, there we go, for this chapter of the story, then I'll stop. I don't need to pull anymore. But if I want to just add a little bit more information to it or more nuance to the story, I will do that, and I'll just grab another deck and go with it. King of Coins and the Chariot. Okay. I've also, like I said, been using the inner peace deck. I don't want to say it even though I have a potty mouth at times. Don't want to get kicked off of YouTube here, which is freaking sad that I can't say what I want to say. Seems like a lot of people can say what they want to say and there's no repercussion to it, but little bitty channel like mine, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so what else do I need to know? Activate per mantra. Oh, can you guys see that? Let me pull it over to the side here. Activate per mantra and tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. Sorry. These are funny, and sometimes the story, the first time I did this, the story was hilarious. I mean, that chapter was just, it was funny, but it was also personal. And I didn't intend for these to turn out personal. It just sort of happens to me sometimes. So I don't know if I'm going to share any of these stories. It really depends on how personal they are to me. But this is how it's going, and how I'm flowing with it. And I'll sit down, not with this reading, but with another one I do later, and I will just start looking at them, and I will start connecting how they're flowing, what they're saying to me. I'll let the artwork speak to me, because I am very much an intuitive reader. I look at the art, and it talks to me just like that. And then I end up looking at, like, this is a Ten of Pentacles. The first thing I see are dogs. Dogs playing in the grass and laying in the grass and enjoying the sun. So that's the first thing I see. And then I look at the word prompt or whatever the card is. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do that. When I'm doing a fun spread like this, that's how I go about it. So anyway, that's the first one. That's how the layout is. I just let it flow. If there is something else I want to bring in, I will do it. If I feel like, there's more to be added, add more. Go for it. Go big, go home. So I will do that. Will I end up writing a bestseller of all these stories? Lord, no. Will I make it through each week, laying a story daily? Hopefully. Will I learn anything from the stories? Maybe. Will I have fun and be inspired? Absolutely. And that's what I want for my July. I want fun. I want creativity. I want playfulness. I want success. I want this to be energizing, spark my creativity, and get me back writing again. I journal every day, or every time I do a tarot spread, I journal, but I want to do it in a different way this time. Okay, so this video doesn't get too long. I'll make separate videos for each weekly set of decks that I will use, and maybe I'll do a live draw, a live chapter, so to speak, of a story. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, how are you using your decks this month? Are you having fun with these? I know a lot of people have been going through tarot burnout, and I have not experienced that, because I try and find different ways to use these cards. I will bring in crystals to use with my tarot. If I feel like I'm getting a little bit bored, I'll just try something else. I'll bring charms. I'll use my Astro dice. Thanks to Dawn Michelle, I will use a set of D&D dice now. I also purchased some playing cards, and not normal playing cards, not just the regular looking playing cards, and I'm going to make a video on that too, but some of the playing cards that I've purchased to use in this, and I may even use one of them that I have currently. I don't have many. I think I have 4. I may even throw one of them in here, to add just a little bit more oomph to the story. Anyway, I'm going to close for now. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope your July is going well. And I hope you're using your cards for something that makes you happy, joyful, and brings a smile to your face. Till next time, peace and love.